Alright, let's get this show on the road. Hello, everybody. Oh, crap. Please tell me that the actual game can be shown. Oh no. Right now I'm running the game in full screen, so hopefully it can be seen. Oh, okay. Now it is seen. Whenever I'm tabbed out of it, that is when it cannot be seen. So that's good to know. It is extremely loud, so I'll turn it down a bit. And if the audio doesn't sound right, let me know. But anyway, it's time for Terraria First Final Update Edition. So basically, this is Terraria before... No, this is Terraria 1.1. So basically... Do I have VSync on? Because something looks extra terry about this. So this is Terraria 1.1. It's the first major update for the game, which in reality came out a very long time ago. But I am playing it here because I am nostalgic for it. And it appears that they still, in this update, never fixed the thing where it was easy to make a certain color of hair. So we're just gonna go with this. It's the easiest and closest thing to my actual hair color. And we're going to try to tone down the color of my skin without making myself look like a zombie. I now look like a zombie. Actually, I look fine. Okay. It is incredibly hard to adjust color in this by just using an RGB slider. It makes me incredibly grateful of the later updates. Now, instead of my usual purple and red pants aesthetic I usually go towards, I'm actually going to do something a little different, because back when I first played this game, I ran with a very light green shirt because I was mimicking my Minecraft skin. And my Minecraft skin was it had a green shirt and what else did it have? Yeah, my character had a green shirt and red pants. And that is why we are making this incredibly red. I don't know if we can get it dark enough, so I think this is the closest we're gonna get. Now we're going to turn these sliders all the way up because I need silver shoes, because my Minecraft avatar has silver shoes. That is what I had all the way back then. So, we are not set. I'm not satisfied with my undershirt color. What exact... Okay. So So this is what I did. I did this. 250, 91. There we go. Now it is exactly the same. I got exactly the right color. I am very picky. I almost hit back and undid all my progress, but here we go. We're gonna go with my old ass username. Now, you likely don't know what this username is unless if you've been friends with me for an outrageously long amount of time. Screw it, medium. What did I name my world when I don't remember what I named my world when I first played Terraria. Screw it. I am original. Please do not steal. Alright, let's see what 1.1 was like. Oh my god, the tearing. I think I set this up incorrectly. 1 second. Gosh. Frame skip on. Whoa! I gotta try this out. Hold up. Oh, okay. The game's at normal speed. Okay, I thought... Whoa, look at it go. It's so fast. Okay, I thought that, turning frame skip off... I didn't know frame skip off would make the game move at lightning speeds. But perhaps that is fun in its own right. Now let me check something here. I've put the game in windowed mode. Although, I don't know if this is a desirable outcome. Actually, here. Yeah, because it puts the window in a weird space. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to full screen it. Okay, my apologies about that. I accidentally hit the end stream button. That is not what I wanted to do. But what I actually wanted to do is I'm going to end the game, and I'm going to forcefully, I can't speak. I'm going to forcefully enable VSync because I don't have a 144 Hz monitor. And if that doesn't work, then we'll just play the game in windowed mode. And no, I am not playing in 4x3 this time. That was only applicable for 1.0. Because I wanted the game to look as shitty as possible. Huh. Only application it recognizes just Terraria. So, let's force VSync on. Okay, with that said, let's now open up the game again. Okay, I think the problem has been fixed. Okay, we are now going to begin the game properly. So, okay, here it is. This is Terraria 1.1. So, as you can see with your eyes, if you're comparing this to Terraria 1.0, there are backgrounds now, and the lighting looks a ton better. However, there are still no slopes. There's also no walking up tiny ledges. So that means it is still very similar to 1.0. Ah, yes, I remember when the water was flat. Look at that flat water. There's no waves or nothing. And I think... Oh, wait. Hold up. Pause the stream. I'm an idiot. Something has gone awry. It appears that there is a black screen on the stream end, so you have not been able to see what I am doing. Silly me. Okay. I guess it is not recognizing this as a game output now. Which is very strange because it was doing that before. Luckily, I do have a solution for this. It ain't a pretty one. I'm just gonna display the whole PC screen. I'm going to pray that that works. And it still didn't work. Wait. Yes, it did. Okay, you can see the game now. Good job, me. I checked the stream without someone having to tell me that the stream was incorrect. Wait a minute. Ah, come on. This isn't the update that lets you place torches on walls. Still, you can now hold shift to think, brain, think. You can now hold shift to hold torches. And mine. That's what I was thinking of. Thank you, brain. You have completed your work. I most certainly remember when the sun looked like a star. Wait a minute. Actually, wait, no, that might actually be accurate. tragic. Still only gives one wood platform. One wood platform per craft. There we go. I did not want to flood out that entire area. Now the question is, I spawned right here. This is a terrible spot for a house. I do not think I'm going to build a house there. So this will be slightly risky, but I'm going to build my house slightly farther away than the normal spawn point. I better hurry because it's turning night. And nobody likes nighttime in Terraria. Okay, tell me, is this the update? Oh my god, I can't stack above 250. I forgot about that. Tell me, is this the update where I can build outside of my inventory? Holy shnikey. Finally. I can build outside of my inventory. This is the best update of Terraria ever. Because before, you could not build outside of your inventory, and it was a ginormous pain in the anus. But now you can, and Terraria is saved. The game now gets a slick 9 out of 10. And 1.2 gets a 9.5 out of 10. And then 1.3 gets a 10 out of 10. So what does that make 1.4? Gee, I don't know. A 10 out of 10. Oh, right. Nope, can't do that. Okay. This feels uneven. But I also might just be blind. I think there is nothing wrong with this. Now then. To achieve structural stability, that is not what I wanted to do. That is a little too close. Gosh darn it, I need to make a hammer. Alright. Okay. Time to try this again. No. Okay, that's good. Alright. Give me the chair. No. And then give me the door. And give me all the walls. Give me all those walls. I sure can't wait for 1.2. Still, I find it very cool that they're releasing all the beta builds for Terraria. Actually, I don't know about all of them. Maybe they're not, but... I don't know. The fact that they released 1.1 as a beta build for the 13th anniversary is pretty cool. I have no idea when 1.2 will come. Or if it'll come. Surely someone's nostalgic for 1. Surely someone's nostalgic for 1.1. Sorry, no. 1.2. Oh no, the guide is in trouble. Let me save him. Wait, I should make sure that... I should make sure the housing is good. Okay, good. It's good. Goody, goodington. Now let us plunge into the depths below. Oh wait, this update added wooded... I can't talk today. Wooden armor. That's what it added. Meaning I no longer have to rely on gosh, who knows? I no longer have to rely on getting mineral armor. That's what I meant to say. Now give me this chest. I kind of miss it when iron used to look like this. Looks very distinct. I guess it's better the way it is now. Because this is really just a texture swap of stone. But it has its charm to it, you know. Also, this spear is pretty base, I'm not gonna lie. Holy crap! It's a level. It's a yellow slime. Holy crap, they made life crystals more common. That or I'm just more lucky. Alright, play that music. Play that cave music. Give me the goods. Give me the goods. Give me the goods. I need the adrenaline of Terraria's cave music to be pumped into my veins. After I loot this chest, which has absolute useless jack shit in it. Except for bars. Bars are pretty good. So I'm not gonna complain about that. But I will complain about everything else in that chest. Except for this, except for this, except for this, except for this. And I will complain about this. Alright, Peak is playing. Thump thump. Bump bump. Wah-na-na. Bang bang. Wah-na-na. Words cannot describe the feeling of first jumping into one of these caves for the first time in Terraria. It is something I wish I could experience for the first time again. That's a very convenient place for a torch. Oh, hey, another life crystal. That's useful. I don't have a lot of stone, do I? I don't have any. Gosh, I haven't... Have I not been mining stone? Guess I haven't been desperate yet to mine anywhere else. We're still not in the days of Smart Cursor, but this is where shit got good. Not to say that 1.0 is good, or Wait, did I say... Not to say that 1.0 wasn't good. I really need to work on my wording, because I just made it sound like Terraria is bad. No. What universe would you hear me say that Terraria is bad in? If you're in that timeline, you're in the wrong timeline. Objectively in the wrong timeline. Not even the timeline where I say, I don't really like it very much is the wrong timeline. The timeline where I say the game's flat out bad is the wrong timeline. So if you're from that timeline, for the love of everything that is holy, please escape it. How much topaz? 12. It's not enough for a hook, but it's getting there. Die, jellyfish! I will rob you of your jelly and your fish. Please. There we go. Well, they made caves so much more open in this update, too. That or I just have widescreen enabled. How many of y'all want to see me beat this? I don't think I will, but it'd be funny if I did. Oh my, oh god, oh shoot. Oh, come on. Well, there's the first death. It's bound to happen eventually. Surprised I didn't meet the conditions for the... Excuse me, the merchant. Now then... Give me a furnace. That's not where I wanted to place the furnace. I almost made another furnace. That is where I wanted to place the furnace. I'm gonna smelt all of this. Holy crap. And then we're gonna make the iron anvil, and we're gonna place it right here. And that is pretty much it, actually. How much iron do I have? Not enough. I'm gonna make a helmet. Screw it, I'll make a helmet. I also am not going to be using my life crystals yet. Why? Because I am a bum. And I don't want to. Now my question is if the broadsword I just got is better than the spear. I mean, it does more damage than the spear. However, when it comes to DPS, this thing might be kind of cracked. I don't know. And now we once again dive into the depths. I'm going to use this for a little bit and see how I feel about it. Okay, I won't hum that forever, because I know humming can get very obnoxious for some people. There is a singular piece of gold ore right there. It is tempting to grab it, but I am not mobile enough to care to get it. And now I am being assaulted by colors. Oh wait, that's silver over there. How'd I not get that? Why didn't I get that? Well, I guess I was I was paying too much attention to the gold to realize there was silver right here. But it's okay. Everything's fine. Now we're kind of in a phase where I'm just mining a bunch of stuff, so I might as well use this time to talk about my documentary that I uploaded. So actually, that documentary, that was a college project that I've been working on since January. So it's actually been in the works for quite a while now. And basically, it was being done for a class. So the fascinating thing about it is that I wanted to make it was the only project I was working on for the semester, because documentary class was the only class I was taking last semester. So what I figured I would do, since it's the only thing I would be working on during the semester, is I figured I might as well make it YouTube worthy. So that's what was fascinating to work on about it. It was sort of deciding what topic for a documentary would be worthy for putting on my channel. Realistically, it could be anything, because I upload a bunch of random shit to my channel. I've deleted quite a bit of it, but I've kept a good chunk of it on, at least the ones that I think have redeeming qualities. The rest of it has been crammed into unlisted, because I am not very proud of it. But, running the documentary, basically, oh hey, the merchant. There were a lot of options that could have gone with. We were told to come up with a bunch of different aspects. So one of the things I came up with was, what is it? The first thing I came up with was, the history of Sonic. So, and the thing is, as much as I wanted to do it, as much as I have a lot of knowledge about it, it's also been done to death. I'm pretty sure there is extensive, numerous amounts of history of Sonic videos on YouTube. So, as much as I would have knowledge about it, I decided that, I would go for the other topics. The other topics I came up with were, surprise, surprise, the decline of game polish, which was the documentary I ended up going with, and also the rise in game monetization. So, I'm about to... the fall damage carried over, and it's the knockback of the enemy. So... how much money do I have? Not a lot. So basically, what I did... so I could only choose one. I decided I would sort of mesh the decline of game polish and the rise of game monetization together in a strange way, to where I would talk about both subjects. And in the end, I ended up talking a little bit about Sonic as well. Mainly because I don't know, it just kind of came into my head when I thought about it more. Like, when I'm thinking of the decline of game polish, I also do... a thought came to my mind, what's a game that's really unpolished? Sonic 06. Everybody thinks to Sonic 06 when they think of glitchy games. So much so to where everybody finds it annoying. And it's like, yes, we all know how bad Sonic 06 was. Let it go. However, I just couldn't pass up the opportunity. I don't hate Sonic 06 as much as most people do. I actually loved it when I was a kid, because I didn't know how to judge a game's quality back then. I thought glitches were my fault. But, what is it? I don't know, it's just kind of a common example, because, like, it really was a big deal when you look back on it, how badly Sonic 06 fumbled. Because that was a game that was highly anticipated from a major franchise. Like, Sonic was huge. I don't know if he was larger than he was back when Sega was pumping out consoles, but Sonic was still a big deal. I mean, Sonic Heroes in the 6th generation systems sold a lot of money. Sold a lot of money. Wait, that doesn't make any sense. Brain, think. No, Sonic Heroes made a lot of money. It was one of the best... for the longest time, it has been the best-selling 3D Sonic game, only recently being topped by Sonic Frontiers. So, Sonic was big. He was a big deal. And when Sonic 06 came out, everybody was scarred by Sonic. There was already Shadow the Hedgehog, which was not reviewed very well, to my knowledge. But a major release like Sonic the Hedgehog, the Sonic 06, that was like a real sign, like, oh shit, this is something that we should not do in the game industry. We should not go low to this standard and release this buggy of a game to where we basically release it in its alpha state. And that was like the bar for making a truly terrible game at the time. And so that's kind of why I went in deep on it. I had a bit of criticism when I was in the class that I talked a little too much about Sonic. And that was a very valid criticism at the time. Though the thing is that the actual reason people felt that way about it is because, or at least to my knowledge, maybe people still feel like, regardless of what I did to it, that there was too much Sonic to talk about. Basically, the issue is that I didn't tie it back to game polish. So what I did was I implemented, like, talking about how it's unpolished as a video game in there, far beyond just the glitches and the long loading screens. It has bad art direction. It runs really badly. You know, it's very glitchy and unfinished. Like, those elements would make it unpolished. It's not just the fact that it's a buggy game. That goes for a lot of different games. You can apply that to nowadays. A lot of unpolished games, you could say nowadays, have a ridiculously large file size. Like, for example, Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach. I remember that launched, and that not only was that game super unoptimized, like crazy unoptimized, you had to have a beast of a PC in order to run it, or run the game at low settings, but the game also had a gargantuan file size. I think it was like 80 megabytes. Sorry, not 80 megabytes, 80 gigabytes when Security Breach launched, and that was insane. Like, for an indie-made game, or a game by, I believe it's, I think Steel Wool is an indie studio. For a game made by an indie studio, that is an absurd file size for a cartoony Metroidvania horror game like that. I'm gonna call it a Metroidvania. That's what Security Breach feels like. It feels like a Metroidvania in a weird way. In my opinion, I don't think it's a very good one, though. And also stuff like Mortal Kombat 1 has like over 100 gigabytes in file size, which again is absurd. I will say it's slightly more excusable in that game's case because that game has insane graphics. I can't believe I'm dead again. Yeah, it's slightly more excused in that game's case because it has insane graphics. Like, that game is one of the most graphically intense games I think I've ever seen. What was I gonna say? But yeah, mainly just I didn't tie it back to game polish, which I eventually did. I added somewhere in the script, tying it back to game polish, so. Oh, you can kill bunnies in this version. Shit. You couldn't in 1.0. So, that's what was fascinating about that. And then, one of the things for the class, for what you had to do for the documentary, is you needed to have 3 interviews for it. You need to have 3 interviews for the documentary. And they need to be experts at what they do. So, I figured, like, when I was initially doing the history of Sonic, I was like, who am I going to interview for that? I'm going to interview indie developers, and they're going to have to trash on the current state of Sonic. That wouldn't be really wise. So what I instead opted for doing was I gathered some people who have played games and how they feel about the current state of game polish. So I got my friend. I got three of my friends. All three interviewees I got were all my friends. One of which is a friend of mine who plays a number of video games in his spare time. The other one is a aspiring game developer who's made a few fan games in the past. And the third one is an actual indie game developer that actually works for a company. So I figured it'd be perfect. That's what we did. And I think I got the right choices for that. So it was ultimately not too bad picking out interviewees for the documentary. So then once I picked them out, what I did is I wrote the script on my own time, and then afterward I would interview, I would film the interviews and get their opinions, and then and then I would tie those into the full documentary itself. So that was fun to do. And once I got all that, I eventually wrapped it all together in a nice little package. What I have a weird format of making videos. What I did first was, for the rough cut of it, I mainly just edited the narrated bits, the parts I scripted. Oh right, you need the hammer in order to destroy these. So I edited the scripted bits together first, and the rough cut of just those bits was its own separate video. That's actually what I do for everything I do that has, like, live action or filmed stuff in it rather than just gameplay. I usually I write it all in the script at once cohesively. I just separate in the different sections. Can I not destroy this? Yes, I can. It's funny how I do things. I edited all of the regular gameplay bits of the video first, where I just have gameplay B-roll over while I talk about it. Talk about the subject. And then I exported that as a video, its own separate video. And then I put that video in a Final Cut, not the editor. In a Final Cut of the video, I use Premiere Pro. And then I add all of the live action or filmed bits where they need to go. That's what I do for my comedy reviews, and that's what I did for the documentary. So it's quite a process, but I think I did quite well with the documentary. if I wanted to brag a bit, I could say that I got a high grade on it, which I did. And now I sound like an ass. But I did. I did get a high grade on it. Now, whether or not y'all think the documentary good is not, that's up to you. I'm not egotistical to the point where I say my stuff is objectively good, and if you disagree, you're wrong. No, that's stupid. If I make the best thing, if I make what I think is the best thing ever, and then I post it online, everyone else thinks it's shit, then I will own up to that, and I will listen to criticism. Lord knows I got plenty of criticism on the Terraria retrospective. Which, for my standards, I still think that's a good video. I've gotten a lot of good comments about it too, so I believe it's a good video. But I got a good amount of criticism on it, and I think it was very helpful criticism. And I'm going to apply said criticism to make the next retrospective I do better, which is coming. I am working on it as we speak. Not as we speak, because I'm streaming, but I am working on it now that I did the documentary. I don't know if I'll be able to get it out this month, but I'll likely be able to get it out most likely in June. So that'll be exciting, and I'm very excited for this one, because I think it's a great game to follow up with after doing Terraria. If you've seen a previous stream of mine, I've already said what I'm doing next. And because I'm not a butt, I like to be secretive. Because I don't like saying everything I'm gonna do, I'll just say that it's another indie game. Indie games make for good subjects for videos. Oh, another retrospective I kind of want to do at some point is I kind of want to do a Smash Bros. Retrospective of, I don't know if have them all in their individual videos, but maybe like maybe in their own individual videos, but like something like that. I don't know if I'm gonna do it in like comedy review format or not. I probably will, because it probably makes sense, because Smash Brothers is a series that has a lot of it has a lot of reactionary elements to it, and by that I mean it has a lot of bits where its impact is exemplified by the reaction of the community and the person who plays it, or is viewing everything regarding it, mainly in regards to the road leading up to release, like all the news that would drop for the game, and all the characters that would be announced for the game, because that was an experience even of itself. Smash is very good at separating the experience of the lead up to the game versus the game itself. They're like two completely different experiences. That's what like half of the enjoyment of Smash Ultimate was after the game release, was like, who's gonna come next? It was all presented in these really cool looking trailers. And admittingly, that's the thing I do kind of miss about Smash Hype. A lot of people, and really don't blame them for this. A lot of people are really, like, burnt out on, like, Smash hype. And I absolutely understand, like, at a point it did get a little exhausting, and the Smash community can be extremely toxic. Like, unbearable at times. I'm not gonna say the whole Smash community sucks, because they don't. But, like, there's a sizable, unnecessary chunk of the community that would just dogpile whoever was upset at whatever character was revealed. And if they weren't satisfied with whatever character was revealed, then they would go and be upset at the developers of the game, which is just as bad. So that's what I don't miss about Smash hype. But gosh darn it, do I miss the feeling of reaching the end of a Nintendo Direct and suddenly a character gets revealed that I absolutely had no idea what to expect for. Though I guess it was a little tiring after a while. With, what is it? It being the thing at the end of every Nintendo Direct. Instead of, like, the announcement of a new fancy game, you know, that people are exhilarated for. It's always just Smash, which not everybody loves Smash, so the end of a lot of Directs would be kind of like, ah, shit, here we go, it's another Smash. Well, they didn't reveal what I wanted. This was a bad Direct. To an extent, I can kind of agree that, like, saving a character reveal for the end of a Direct is kind of iffy, because that's not a full game, it's like just an addition to a game. So, I don't know. Maybe it is good to have a break from Smash hype. I don't know, I've been a little bit of a Smash Bros. Cruise lately. I don't know. Sorry if I've gone down a rabbit hole. I'm just thinking of things to talk about. What was I doing? I don't know what to get rid of. I'm gonna get rid of this. I don't want a statue. I don't want throwing knives. I'll take an invisibility potion, though. I don't know where I want to put it. I'll just replace it with dirt. I'm not gonna place dirt anytime soon. I do kind of feel like we might get... Actually, I don't know. I don't want to count on it. Because, realistically, like, expecting a new Smash Brothers for every new thing is kind of iffy, I guess. But I do hope that we do get a new Smash for whatever the next Nintendo console is, at some point at least. Doesn't have to be right when the system comes out, because Lord knows everybody's already satisfied with Smash Ultimate. Like, eventually. And when it comes to, like, what the next game for Beat should be, I think Sakurai already said that there's not really gonna be another game like Smash Ultimate, where every single character from the franchise comes back for it, for an absolute insane roster. See, that all kind of came at a cost, because the game, despite having the best roster in the franchise, kinda like, I don't know if I should really, this might be a controversial way of saying it, but Smash Ultimate, in a way, feels like it kinda lacks a bit of content. Which might sound a little absurd, because it has 89 characters, which is insane. But there isn't that much that's desirable to do in the game outside of basic versus battles. Because in variety, when it comes to that, yeah, there's tourney mode, there's the Smash Strike mode, I think, where you have multiple fighters as different stocks, I think. Oh god, that hurt. There isn't really that many other significant modes, though. Like, there's Classic mode, which is great for single player. There's Spirits, which is another single player mode, though it's kind of just an altered version of fighting. And then for the other single player mode, it's like there's World of Light, which, God bless its soul, World of Light tried, I think. Realistically, I think the only way World of Light was the way it was is because they need to fit the entire game, Smash Ultimate, on the cartridge. And making something the scope of Subspace Emissary was probably not within their grasp, not to mention the fact that they had to release the game in 2018. So as a result, I think the adventure mode was kind of compromised. And I mean, there are a lot of people out there who enjoy World of Light. I enjoy it to an extent. I think the bosses are outstanding, even though most of them can be played in classic mode. But it would just be nice to have a really large in scope adventure mode again. Like, it doesn't have to be exactly like Subspace Emissary. I know that the take still exists that, like, the reason a Subspace Emissary-like thing didn't happen in Smash for Wii U was because everybody uploaded the cutscenes to YouTube, which I still think is not a good excuse, because people are going to do that for literally any game that comes out. I don't know. I still think a large in scope adventure mode could be achieved without a massive story. I mean, let's be real for a second. I don't think the story in Subspace Emissary was an absolute masterpiece. I don't think it was really trying to be. It was really just cool seeing a bunch of characters come together to do certain things. And the cutscenes were fun. Though, I don't know, I still think they could do something big, like maybe what if there was like a full game of the Great Maze at the end of Super Smash Bros. Brawl? Because that entire final level basically turned the game into a Metroidvania. And I used to hate it. When I played it before Smash Ultimate released, I gained an appreciation for it. I'm like, wow, this is fascinating. You know, this could actually work if it was expanded upon more. But they didn't do that. I think it'd be cool if they tried, though. If anything, what I think would be really cool for the next Smash game. Actually, I don't know about cool, but what I think they should do for the next Smash game is... I don't think everyone's gonna agree with this. But maybe they should compromise the roster for having a larger chunk of content, specifically a larger adventure mode. Not saying they should make a single-player focused Smash, that would ruin the entire point of the series. Because Smash is a primarily multiplayer game. But maybe, like, toning down the roster a bit, focusing more on, like, the content itself. Maybe more impressive maps, or a larger story. Maybe another mode like Smash Run would be really cool. I don't know, mainly the thing that modern Smash, as I'll call it, Smash for Wii U and Smash Ultimate, and Smash for 3DS, I'm gonna call those modern Smash. Because really what modern Smash really all has to offer is just, you know, the fighting itself, which, you know, has been better with every new release. It was really good in Smash 4, and it was exceptionally amazing in Smash Ultimate. I think it'd be cool if they went back to, like, focusing on, like, the content of the game, kind of like with Brawl. Because I know Brawl cut, like, 5 characters to get a lot of more content in, like the Subspace Emissary, and, what is it, all the other content, like trophies. I want trophies back. I miss trophies. And, oh, Brawl just had a lot of really fun side modes to it that made it just a fun game to explore. I am getting sick of digging like this. I am just building a platform up here. I don't know. I've derailed completely because I don't really know what to talk about. So I'm just talking about Smash. You know, for this being 1.1, I haven't really encountered a lot of 1.1 things. Aside from this. Son of a biscuit. Alright, fuck it, I'm using all my life crystals. Don't need you. Don't need you. Yeah, I guess I did ramble quite a bit about Smash. What I'm trying to say is I think I would like to make videos on those games at some point. I don't think I'm gonna use dynamite. After this mining expedition, I might have to do a BRB. Ah, heck it, I'm just gonna do this. I really have to BRB. I'm a cheater, call me out. I pulled a big fat cheat, call me out. No, I'll be right back. Ah, I see. It appears I've been gone for too long. I'm sure this was entertaining to watch. I am very glad that a blood moon happened. I apologize for being gone for a while. But I had to take care of business. Truthfully, I don't know how much longer I'm going to stream for. Oh, crap. Dang it. Yeah, I don't know. How long have I been streaming for? Where does it say? About an hour and 30 minutes. I don't know. I think I'm gonna call it. I don't really feel very streamy, right? I thought I would, but I don't know. I don't know. I kinda, like, felt a little iffy after a while. Maybe it wasn't as interesting as I thought it would be. I mean, playing 1.1, you know, it's nostalgic and all, but I guess there wasn't that much difference in it to 1.0 than I thought, even though the major differences happened later in the game. So, I don't know. I guess I'm not really feeling it right now. So, I think I might call it here. Streams are a little hard for me to do, honestly. Like, sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. And, I mean, that's okay. So, I don't really have any plans for any other streams. If I do, I'll let y'all know in the community tab. However, I do think the next stream I am going to do, I think I'm going to be streaming the first little bit of the Paper Mario The 1,000-Year Door remake. because I'm extremely excited for that. And I don't plan on streaming the whole thing because that will take forever. And streaming RPGs is very stressful, in my opinion, because they are multi-hour long games that take a significant amount of time to complete. So I don't think I'm going to be doing a full playthrough of that game. But I do want to play, like, the first chapter of it on stream, because I want to geek out over the remake for a bit. But anyway, that's in like 6 days, so we'll have to wait until then. But for now, though, thanks for those who tuned in. It was nice having y'all. Sorry the stream wasn't the most interesting. Thought it would be a little more interesting, but I don't know. Maybe streaming the earlier versions of Terraria isn't as interesting as I thought it would be. It's still really nice to have them, but I don't know. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll talk to y'all later.